Finding out what to charge as a designer for a logo can be quite difficult. When I got started 4 years ago, I used to charge about 5,000 naira for a branding project. But right now, I'm able to charge over 400,000 naira for similar projects. If you're struggling to know what to charge for a project, watch this video to find out. Let's go. Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Emmanuel Akpan and let's get straight into the topic. So finding out what to charge. Personally, I feel charging can be broken down into three major groups. I've spoken to several designers, try to find out what they charge and also check what I personally charge. And I feel it can be broken down into three major groups. This is not fixed, this is not standard. This is just something that I feel will help everyone to know what to charge better, right? So group one, I would classify them as beginner designers, right? People who are just starting out, they're just learning how to use Adobe Illustrator, Photoshop. They're still, maybe in school, maybe they just left school, right? This is kind of the stage I was 4 years ago. And I would say for this level of designers, you should be charging between 0 to 50,000 naira. Typically, what you'll be doing within a project might just be to come up with a simple logo, right? And just the work you're doing might not really be so large, right? Because you're just getting started. You might just be helping your friends out, people around, right? So I would say 0 to 50,000 naira is a good starting point, right? But it depends on where you are, right, in your career and in life, right? When I was in school, I didn't really have much demand, so getting 5,000 naira for me was quite nice, right? But for you, you might be just leaving school, trying to start the corporate life, so you might want to charge a bit higher based on your needs, right? So I would say 0 to 50,000 is a good range. Alright, so guys, if you're enjoying this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm just getting started on YouTube and I really want this channel to grow, so please like and subscribe. So for the second group of designers, let's call them the intermediate designers, right? People with some more level of experience. They've gone a bit deeper into brand design. If they've been doing it for about 2 to 3 years, right? They have established a solid ground. They're not really learning how to use the software again, right? You are an established designer. I'd recommend you charge anything within 50 to 500,000 naira. Now I know this range is kind of large, right? But this is where a bulk of the designers are right now in Nigeria based on the questions I've asked, right? So you might see people charging 100,000, 200,000, but still people with the same level of that intermediate skill are able to charge even as high as 500,000, right? And this is where the idea of offering more value to your clients comes in, right? So as I advanced in design, when I used to charge 5,000, I got some larger clients, right? Some working with bigger businesses, not just only students within my course again, right? And I started to understand that a logo, the branding would do much more for this business than just a student, right? Or just a friend of mine, right? So, and that goes into value-based pricing, right? So I would definitely recommend that you try to understand the people you're designing for, right? The group of people, the business. What value is this logo going to add to their business, right? And as you advance as a designer, you are going to definitely understand that. Right now, for me, I actually charge 400,000 naira for branding project. That's the highest I've ever been able to charge. And it was kind of a large project. I wasn't just designing a logo. I had to come up with logo, brand guides, social media templates, a website layout, some covers for social media headers and things like that, right? So it was kind of a large scale project, right, which also needs some level of professionalism with the client, right? So someone who is charging 10,000, right, a beginner designer might not be able to talk to a client the way someone who is charging 500,000 is speaking to them, right? So it all comes as you level up, right? You should begin to charge higher and higher. So back to where we are, the intermediate designers should be charging anywhere between 50 to 500,000 naira. And one pro tip is for you to never go back down when you've charged a particular price. So that's one rule I set. So let's say, for example, I charge 500,000 naira for a project, right? You should not get a new project and then go below that price, right? Yes, once in a while you might have to offer some discounts, but your standard price should not be below an amount that someone has been able to pay you, right? Because if someone can pay you that amount, trust me, there are more people who can afford that amount and who need such value from you. So the last phase of the group of pricing, I would say, is the experienced designers. They are in high demand, right? And I would recommend you charge anything from 1.5 million and above. And definitely the value you'll be offering to your clients will be way much higher. These are people that are going deeper into brand strategy, into setting business goals, actually doing detailed research on the target market of clients and all that, right? It's way beyond just designing a simple symbol. So definitely from 1.5 million above should be a good range. And I actually spoke to one of my friends, right, who is a very popular designer, right, and he charges $3,500, right, for a branding project, which I think should be 1.5 million or so, right? But anyway, from that amount, for experienced designers, people from, let's say, 5-6 years who have honed their process, and even design studios should easily charge this amount, right? I saw a tweet by the founder of a design studio here in Nigeria, and he said that the projects they work on are within $20,000 to $30,000. I mean, those are people that have staff, they have more demands from clients on them, so that amount is definitely what they are charging, right? All right, so just for a recap, guys, so if you're just starting out, if you're trying to find your feet, trying to learn the software, 0 to 50,000 naira should be a good starting point. If you're an intermediate designer like myself, quite conversant with the tools, starting to gain traction online, 50 to 500,000 should be a good range. As you advance in your career, begin to charge higher. Don't doubt yourself, believe you can do it. And for more experienced designers, design studios from 1.5 million naira and above should be a more reasonable amount for brand identity projects. Alright guys, so thank you so much for watching. That's the end of the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and don't forget, stay creative.